definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. Levine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Andre Miller. The Kings also at the sub. Collison's out there.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Caspi with the bucket.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here's Levine. He has 6. On the wing, Wiggins. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Collison kicks to Caspi. For the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And stolen by Gay. And McLemore kicks to Gay. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Levine can't hit.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Garnett. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. First trip to the line for him here.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett.
The first one falls. Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Rondo kicks to Butler. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
To the paint, Butler. Rubio with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Three-pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And the jam by Levine.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Now Bellinelli. He's got 12. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. The kick outside to Butler. Money from the wing. Butler's got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Now here's Cousins. It's tipped. Minnesota calls timeout. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
Yeah, and you know they wanted to have a better showing against them. Maybe they can take a step in the right direction tonight, guys.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Kings lead by 12. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And so here's Sacramento. Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Garnett in at the 5 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Towns with the steal. But they recover it. And they're able to recover. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Ben McLemore.
First personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Anthony Towns.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. Rondo comes in for Darren Collison.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like the typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
He's perfect from the line this time.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
And Sacramento has possession. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. There's the pick. The drive by Rondo. Garnett with the block. They recover it. 4 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And that one's good. And that's now 9 points here for Cousins. Well, Greg, it would work out for Minnesota with all those losses. They got the lucky bounce, Clark, and the #1 pick in the draft.
And you know, it's the first time in a long time that the worst team in the league actually got the top pick in the draft. Allowed Minnesota to add another great young big to complement Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort level, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for McLemore. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Wiggins throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. There's the 3. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Back to Wiggins. Stolen by Gay. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Wiggins with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Wiggins with the ball. Kings leading now by 11. Gay passes to Cousins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
The Kings making a switch here. McLemore is checked in.
2 minutes.
Well, last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
Rondo kicks to McLemore. Takes it from 10. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt there are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Well, the Sacramento Kings weren't exactly road toughened last season, but they did have Clark some impressive stints.
Yeah, they were excellent in terms of scoring the ball. No problem at all putting up points. Their road defense was a different story.
And it's Rondo penetrating. A 3 from Gay. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Kings.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Boy, very impressive the way they piled on those extra points, hitting the offensive glass and coming up with the loose balls.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Rudy Gay. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
And as you mentioned with the Kings, they did shoot well on the road, top 10 in the NBA in terms of road field goal percentage, and they actually shot threes better away from home as well. So the real question for them was on the defensive side of the ball. And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Here's Towns, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit. I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
That free throw, no good.
Wiggins. 2 shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them to within 10. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Well, this one is winding down now. Sacramento can run out the clock. And here is Curry. Right side, Butler. Pass to Acey. Dishes to Curry. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but 1-0.